Hello students. In the previous lesson you have understood about the hormonal control in both male and female reproductive system. Today you are going to learn about the phases of gametogenesis. This gametogenesis can be of two types. It can be spermatogenesis in case of males and oogenesis in case of females. Now spermatogenesis is basically a process of formation of functional haploid male gamete, that is the spermatozoa, from a diploid reproductive cells, that is the spermatogonia. So this is haploid and this is diploid. And this process is observed in the seminiferous tubules of the testes. In case of humans, spermatogenesis occurs in the seminiferous tubules of the testes.
This is the transverse section of the human testis where you can see the seminiferous tubules, germinal epithelium, Sertoli cells, Leydig cells that play an important role in the spermatogenesis process.
So this is the germinal epithelium. And this germinal epithelium consists of two types of cells. One is the germ cells. Another one is the Sertoli cells. You have learned about this. Now we are concerned about the germ cells only. Now you already know that these germ cells undergo meiosis to form gametes, isn't it? So this process is known as spermatogenesis. So we are concerned about this right now. This spermatogenesis occurs in two phases. First is the formation of spermatids, which is known as spermatocytogenesis. And another phase is the formation of sperms, which is known as spermiogenesis. Now this spermatocytogenesis further divides into three phases. The first one is the multiplication phase, next is the growth phase, which is followed by the maturation phase. We are going to learn this in detail in the next slide. In the previous slides only, I have said that the spermatocytogenesis involves three phases. One is the multiplication phase, then the growth phase, which is followed by the maturation phase. Now, before we go into detail about this, we need to know that there are three types of spermatogonia. The first one is the type A dark spermatogonia, this one. These are the reserve stem cells. Clear? These cells do not directly participate in producing sperms. What they do, they actually serve to maintain the supply of the stem cells for the spermatogenesis. Another type of cell which is found here is the type A pale cell. These cells are actually for the renewing stem cells. These cells differentiate into type B cells. Fine. And the third type of cell that is found is the type B spermatogonia cells. And these cells undergo mitosis to produce the diploid intermediate cells called the primary spermatocyte. Now this type B spermatogonia cells is also a diploid one. It undergoes mitosis to form two cells, then undergoes rapid mitotic division to form 4 diploid cells. This is also 2n in number. Up till here is the multiplication phase. Now this multiplication phase is followed by the growth phase, where the diploid spermatogonium increases in size due to the accumulation of nutritive materials in the cytoplasm and forms primary spermatocyte. Fine. Now after completion of the growth phase, the primary spermatocyte completes its first meiotic division, that is the reductional division, leading to the formation of two equal haploid cells called the secondary spermatocyte. This is actually N in number or haploid, that is 23 chromosomes are present in each. Now the secondary spermatocyte undergo second meiotic divisions to form 4 haploid spermatids. So this is the maturation phase. This was all about the spermatocytogenesis. Now this undergo spermiogenesis to form the haploid sperm. We are going to talk about the spermiogenesis in detail in the next lesson. Now for humans, the entire process of spermatogenesis takes place in approximately 74 days. In the next lesson, you are going to learn about the spermiogenesis in detail and the changes that occur in the spermiogenesis. Thank you.